The US, Britain and France have joined together to condemn Russia's claim that Ukraine is preparing to use a radioactive dirty bomb on its own people. They say the allegation was transparently false and the world would see through any attempt to use it as a pretext for escalation. Well, President Zelensky also mentioned it in his nightly video address.
When today the Russian Minister of Defense sets up a phone carousel and calls foreign ministers with stories about the so-called dirty nuclear bomb, everyone understands everything well. They understand the source of all the dirty things imaginable in this war. It is Russia that started nuclear blackmail at the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant. It is the trajectory of Russian missiles that goes, among others, over the Ukrainian nuclear objects. These are the Russian troops who have mined the dam and aggregates at the Kyiv hydroelectric power plant and are blackmailing with blowing it. It is Russia that uses phosphorus munitions, banned anti-personnel mines and the entire range of weapons against civilian infrastructure.
Well, the BBC's Hugo Bachega is in the Ukrainian capital Kyiv. He gave me more details of those dirty bomb allegations.
The Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu made the allegation in a flurry of calls with American, British and French defense ministers on Sunday. He said Ukraine was preparing to use a dirty bomb, in other words, a conventional bomb laced with radioactive material. This allegation has been dismissed by Western countries as transparently false. And here in Kyiv, the Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba said this allegation was a lie, and he said the Russians often accuse others of what they plan themselves. He said this claim was part of Russia's disinformation campaign. And this is happening as the Ukrainians are making some gains as they try to recapture the city of Kherson in the south of the country. This is one of the largest Ukrainian cities under Russian occupation, and there's been some speculation that Russian forces could be preparing to pull out from parts of the region. The Russian appointed officials in Kherson are carrying out the evacuation of civilians from the western bank of the city, and they have now announced the creation of a militia to defend the city. As they say, Ukrainian forces are preparing a large-scale offensive to recapture Kherson. But earlier today, the Ukrainian intelligence chief Kyrylo Budanov said that Russia was preparing to defend the city and there were no signs that Russian forces were fleeing Kherson.